All right, let's talk about something you probably look at every single day but never really see. I'm talking about one of the most powerful business assets you've got. And no, it's not your website, it's not your fancy social media account, it's your email inbox. Today, we're going to flip the script and turn that source of daily stress into your secret weapon for growth. Seriously, just think about this for a second. We're all conditioned to see our inbox as this never ending to do list, right? A chore. But what if that's completely backwards? What if it's actually a gold mine packed with customer intelligence, just sitting there, waiting for you to start digging? Does a number like this give you a little bit of anxiety? Yeah, me too. Maybe yours is higher, maybe it's lower, but that feeling of being overwhelmed is universal. And look, it's physically impossible for any one person to read all of these, let alone connect the dots and find the hidden patterns. So what happens? All those priceless insights just get lost. We miss them completely. And what exactly are we missing out on? Well, this is the good stuff. This is the raw, unfiltered voice of your customer. We're not talking about polished survey answers here. This is where they tell you, in their own words, what's broken, what they are begging to buy from you, and what tiny shifts are happening in the market right under your nose. This slide just nails the mindset shift we're talking about. Most of us, and I mean most of us, are stuck on the left side, living in that reactive inbox. It's a constant game of digital whack-a-mole. Respond, delete, repeat. The goal is to get over to the right side, to the strategic inbox, where your email stops being a burden and starts being a tool for making smart, proactive decisions. So the big question is, how do we make that jump? How do we go from reactive to strategic without, hiring a whole team of data analysts? Well, it turns out it's a surprisingly simple three-step solution that lets AI do all the heavy lifting for us. That's it. It really just boils down to these three things. You get your data out, you hand it over to an AI, and then you read this simple, clean summary it gives you back. Let's break down exactly how this works. Okay, step one is just getting your hands on the data. If you're on Gmail, Google Takeout is your best friend. It'll bundle everything up for you. For Outlook, it's just a simple export function. But here's the real game changer on this slide, that pro tip. You don't need a decade of emails. Just the last 90 days of customer emails is often more than enough to spot some really powerful, really current patterns. This right here, this is the magic key. It's the exact prompt. Once you have your emails, you can literally copy and paste this into an AI tool like ChatGPT or Claude. You're giving the AI a very clear job. Stop looking at these as individual messages and start finding the patterns that connect them all. So you've done the export, you've used the prompt, and now what? Well, this is the best part. This is the payoff, where that overwhelming noise of 1,000 different emails gets transformed into the beautiful clarity of an actionable insight. The AI is going to spit back something that looks a lot like this, a simple, structured, easy-to-read table. And notice, it doesn't just point out problems, it connects them directly to opportunities. So that top question about bulk pricing, that's not a chore to answer. That's a blinking sign telling you to create a new product here. That recurring complaint about shipping, that's not a fire to put out, that's a free roadmap to improve your customer experience. This is strategy, handed to you on a silver platter. And really, that's what this is all about. Your inbox is a living, breathing document. It's a real-time feed of your customers' wants, their frustrations, and all the little things that are stopping them from loving your business even more. It's about time we actually started listening to it. So I'll leave you with this one question. That unread count, that number that gives you so much stress, it's also a number that represents a ton of untapped potential. By following these simple steps, you can start digging up those valuable opportunities that are just sitting there, hiding in your inbox right now. So what are you going to find?
So, chances are, you've got a spreadsheet somewhere, a Shopify dashboard, maybe a QuickBooks export that has every single sale you've ever made. It's just this mountain of data, right? And let's be real for a second, you probably haven't really dug into it. You look at the total revenue, maybe your best-selling product, but there is so much more hiding in there. And that's really the big question we're going to tackle in this explainer. Whether your data is from Shopify or QuickBooks or whatever system you use, what is it actually trying to tell you that you just aren't hearing? What kind of patterns and opportunities are just sitting there, literally waiting for you to find them? This is the key. So many of us look at those top-line numbers, total sales, revenue for the month, and we just stop there. But that's not the whole picture, not even close. It's like reading the back of a book and thinking you know the whole story. You're missing the real narrative, the stuff that can actually drive serious growth.
Okay, but what if there was a way to uncover that story?
Well, today, I'm going to show you how you can take that exact spreadsheet, hand it over to an AI, and get incredible insights in like under 3 minutes. We're talking the kind of stuff a professional data analyst would take a whole day to find. All right, so first up, let's talk about why the old way of doing this just doesn't cut it anymore. For a small business owner, spending hours fighting with pivot tables is a luxury that, frankly, you just don't have. Now, don't get me wrong. Sorting and filtering manually is useful. It's great for telling you your total revenue for the month, or which products sold the most, or how sales looked last Tuesday. It gives you a snapshot of the surface. But what about the deeper questions, the really valuable ones? Can it tell you easily which products almost always end up in the same shopping cart, or which type of customer buys from you once and then just disappears? Answering those questions manually is hours of complicated work. I mean, if it's even possible without pulling your hair out.
And right here, this is the core difference. So on one side, you've got manual analysis, hours of your time, surface level info, and almost guaranteed missed opportunities. And then on the other side, you've got AI analysis. We're talking under 3 minutes, deep, hidden patterns, and insights you can actually do something with right away.
So how do you actually do this, right? Well, the great news is this isn't some crazy technical thing for data scientists. It's actually a super simple 3-step process that anyone, and I mean anyone, can follow. So let's break it down. Yeah, it's really just these 3 steps. First, you grab your sales data. Second, you feed it into an AI with a very specific, very sharp prompt. And then third, and this is the most important part, you turn those insights into actual real-world business actions. That's it. Okay, so step 1 is all about getting the raw material. And honestly, most platforms make this super easy. If you're on Shopify, you just go to your admin, click Orders, then Export. WooCommerce and QuickBooks have pretty much the same kind of simple export button. Almost any point of sale system out there will let you export your order history as a CSV file. Okay, but here's a quick pro tip that will make a massive difference. Clean up your data a little bit before you upload it. Make sure you get rid of any of those junk test orders, and more importantly, make sure your column headers are actually readable. Think about it. An AI is going to understand product name way better than col_C. All right, now for step 2, the magic prompt. And you can literally just copy and paste this whole thing. You tell the AI what you're giving it, and then you hit it with a series of sharp, specific questions. See, you're not just vaguely saying, hey, analyze my data. No way. You're asking for repeat purchase rates, your weakest months, common product pairings, and your biggest spenders. This is how you get gold.
And that brings us to, honestly, the most exciting part of this whole thing. Because let's face it, an insight is totally useless if you don't act on it. So let's look at how we turn this data into actual dollars.
So, just imagine the AI spits this back at you. After looking at all your orders, it finds this incredible pattern. Customers who buy your main product, let's call it product A, almost always come back to buy product B within about a month. This is the exact kind of gold nugget that you'd probably never spot on your own, but it was hiding there the whole time. So what's that actually worth? Well, just by creating a simple bundle, or maybe a targeted follow-up email, you're tapping into a behavior that's already happening, and you could easily see a significant boost in your revenue just from that one insight. And the best part? The action is immediate. It's low effort. You can go launch a product A plus B bundle on your website this week. You don't have to create a new product, you don't have to buy more inventory, it's just smarter positioning, all based on what your customers were already telling you with their wallets. So the really big takeaway here is this. This whole process is more than just a neat trick. It's a new superpower for your business. It lets you stop guessing what might work and start asking your data what actually is working. I mean, think about it like this. Every single sale you've ever made, that's just one little data point. But when you string all of those points together, they tell a powerful story about where to focus your energy, what to bundle, and who your very best customers really are. And really, I want to leave you with this one powerful idea. The answers to your biggest business questions, they're not out there somewhere. They're right there, in your possession, locked away in that sales data. You've just never asked the right questions to unlock them. Until now. So I'm going to turn the question back to you. After all this, after seeing how simple this can be, what's the very first question you're going to ask your data? So you've got a website, you've got visitors coming in, and you've got this mountain of data sitting in an analytics dashboard. But let's be real, most of the time we just glance at the traffic, see if the line is trending up or down, and then just close the tab, right? Because it's just too confusing.
But here's the thing.
The truth is, every single click, every scroll, every single second a visitor spends on one of your pages, that's a signal. It's a tiny little piece of feedback telling you exactly what's working and what's totally broken.
And because it's so overwhelming, the vast majority of businesses are completely deaf to these signals. So in this explainer, we're going to show you how to stop staring at those confusing graphs and actually start listening to what your visitors are telling you. We'll use AI to get a super clear roadmap of exactly what to fix first to make a real impact on your revenue.
Okay, so let's dive right into the heart of the problem. The issue isn't a lack of data, it's that raw numbers, well, without any context, they're basically useless. For example, let's say you see this number pop up in your analytics, a 78% bounce rate on one of your pages. So, what do you think? Is that good or is that really, really bad? Your gut instinct is probably screaming bad, right?
Well, it completely depends on the page. I mean, if that 78% bounce rate is on a blog post where someone Googled a question, found your perfect answer, and left totally happy, hey, that's a win. But if that same exact number is on your pricing page, oh, that's a code red disaster. It means people are taking one look at your offer and sprinting for the exit when they should be clicking buy now.
And that right there perfectly illustrates the missing link. It's interpretation. You don't just need to know what the number is, you have to know why. And this, my friends, is exactly where AI completely changes the game. It can look at all these thousands of data points at once and give you that crucial interpretation.
The best way to think about it is this. AI is your personal data translator. It takes all of those confusing, messy numbers and turns them into a simple, actionable plan that you can actually understand and use.
And you know what? The process is surprisingly simple. It really just boils down to 3 steps. First, you export your raw data. Second, you frame the right question for the AI. And third, you get back a prioritized action list. Let's walk through it together.
Okay, first things first. We need to give the AI the raw material it needs to work its magic. We've got to get those numbers out of your analytics dashboard.
Now, if you're using something like Google Analytics 4, you'll want to head to Reports, then Engagement, and export the pages and screens data. It's also a really good idea to grab the traffic acquisition report so the AI knows where your visitors are coming from. And here's a pro tip, and this one's a big deal. Always export at least 90 days of data. This gives the AI enough information to spot real, meaningful patterns, not just react to one weird week of traffic.
All right, now this next part, this is the most important piece of the whole puzzle. You can't just dump a spreadsheet of numbers on an AI and say, hey, what should I do? You absolutely have to give it context.
A well-framed prompt like this one completely transforms the AI's role. You're not just giving it numbers, you're telling it who you are, what you sell, and what your main goal is. And then you're asking these specific, high-value questions like, what single change would have the biggest impact on revenue? This literally turns the AI from a simple calculator into your own personal high-level data consultant.
And now we get to the payoff. Once you give the AI your data and that perfect prompt, it gets to work and delivers a prioritized list of fixes. No more guesswork. For example, it might come back with something just like this. Here, the AI immediately flagged the pricing page as the #1 priority. Why? Because it saw high traffic, a high bounce rate, and load time on the page. It correctly identified this as a major leak in the sales funnel. But it didn't stop there. It suggested concrete fixes, like adding a comparison table or an FAQ section to deal with that visitor hesitation.
And here's the real magic in this. That's a fix that might only take you a couple of hours to actually implement, but it can have a direct, totally measurable impact on your sales. Think about it. Without the AI's guidance, you could have wasted weeks, maybe even months, redesigning your homepage when the real fire was burning on your pricing page the entire time. So what this entire process does is create this massive, powerful shift for your business. You literally move from guessing what to do next to knowing exactly where your time and effort will have the biggest impact. The data was always there, just kind of hidden in your dashboards. All you needed was to learn how to ask it the right questions.
So stop guessing and start listening. The only question left is, what is your data waiting to tell you?
Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video and got some value from it, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. It's totally free and it tells YouTube that you like what you see, which helps my channel grow and reach more amazing people just like you. I'm building a community here and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Also, your feedback is everything to me. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you thought. What was your favorite part? What would you like to see me cover next? I read every single comment, and your ideas really help shape the future of this channel. Seriously, your voice matters here. Thank you again for all your support. Don't forget to subscribe and comment. I can't wait to see you in the next video.